Hey there, I'm Jim, and I love to cook. This kitchen was my mom's kitchen. She was a chef. She's not with us anymore, but what she did do before she passed away was teach me just about everything she knew. I love to cook. I love to cook for my friends. It's how I show my love to my friends, by cooking delicious meals for them. We love to do barbecue, stews, soups, you name it. We do it all here. So in this first episode of ours, we're going to make an old New England classic. We're here in Vermont, and in the wintertime, we like our corn chowder. So that's what we're going to be making today. Come on, let's cook.
So you're going to put that entire package of bacon?
1 whole pound. Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah, bacon is like the it's like the star of the show, I think.
Yeah.
Bacon's always the star of the show.
But then it would be called bacon chowder.
No.
I would say corn is the star of the show.
All right. Well, I suppose.
I guess bacon's like supporting actor or co-star.
Yeah, bacon is definitely
Featuring
bacon.
and introducing bacon.
No. Bacon needs no introduction.
Introducing
right,
crispy bacon.
Okay, so we go over to the pot with this. Drop that in there because we're going to go ahead and
Overhead shot.
turn that on. We're going to start that. Start rendering that down.
This is really an overhead shot because it's not over my head.
Yeah, but it's close enough.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you want to be picky.
No. Me? Never.
Always. You're always picky.
No.
So we're just waiting for that burner to heat up.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so how many potatoes you got going there?
Well, these are kind of small, so I've got 8 or 9 of them here.
Okay, what kind of potatoes? Those are
Russets.
Russell's potatoes.
No, russets.
I'm not rushing it. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'll shut up. Sorry.
So we're going to want to get these peeled, and then we're going to cube them up. We're going to go with kind of a really chunky cube.
Okay.
Because we like big bites of potato.
Yes, we do. It's the happy sound of bacon.
Yes.
Bacon is happy.
Go ahead, give that a stir for me, would you please?
Please stir it and don't drop your phone in the bacon. That would be bad.
That would be really bad.
Yeah. I don't think there's any kind of rice or anything that you could use to fix that.
No.
No. It would taste darn good, though. Okay.
So as I said, we want to get kind of chunky.
Too late.
Shut up. Shut up. So.
Shut up, shutting up.
So just about like that.
Yeah.
About like that.
Yeah. Kind of like a, maybe a dice.
Well, cube.
Okay. Well, isn't a dice a cube? I'm sorry.
Could
I'll
be
shut
small. Well, a dice is small cubes.
up. True.
I like chunks like that.
Mmm.
Chunks. Chunky-taters. Chonky.
Yep.
Chonky taters.
Okay then. You're running out of things to say, aren't you?
Now, one thing, thank you for that. One thing you want to make sure you do is get those taters into some water. If you leave them out in the air, they will oxidize and get all brown and nasty looking. You don't want that. This will also pull a little bit of the starch out too and make for a cleaner bite in your mouth, not so starchy.
Good to know.
Yeah. So we've got the bacon rendered down, and to that we're going to add some celery, which we have chopped roughly. Greens and all. You definitely want the greens. There's flavor there. And then a minced, well, sort of minced, mostly chopped onion.
Yellow onion, not a red onion.
Yeah.
Why do you want to use a yellow onion except for better?
Yellow or white is fine. And then I've got about a tablespoon of thyme here. And we're going to toast that in with everything else. Now, we're going to soften those vegetables up. We're going to kind of sweat them in the bacon fat here. And once these start to soften up a bit and start to become translucent, then what we'll need to do is add, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 tablespoons of flour to this to make a roux.
A roux.
A roux. A roux is an old Cajun and Creole trick for thickening things, which is just any kind of fat like oil or bacon fat, which we're using here, or butter. We're going to add butter too, because I like that buttery flavor in this.
I can feel my arteries harden.
I know. And then you add flour to that, and what that does is it cooks the flour down. And you could make a slurry out of cold water and flour, but then you've got to cook that thing for 20 minutes or longer. A roux cooks up in about 3. If you're making a blonde roux, which is what we're doing here.
Well, blondes have more fun.
This is right. Now, if you're making a chocolate roux, that would take a while to cook.
Is there a chocolate roux?
Well,
Really?
It's a deeply brown roux, which takes at least 30 minutes to make.
But it's not really chocolate.
I saw one.
That's disappointing.
Well, I hate to disappoint, but it is still delicious.
That's lying. That's false advertisement.
So we're starting to see some translucency here. You don't have. Look at me. Look at me. You don't have to live with her. I do.
Hey, I'm fun.
So see, oh yes, that's why I married you.
I'm the comic relief.
Yes, you are.
Or so they.
So-
Comic in quotation marks there.
So this is just beginning to turn translucent. I want to give that another minute or so.
Smells so good.
And, I mean, you could add your flour now if you wanted to. This is going to continue to cook down as everything stews in the pot with the milk and the cream and all the other stuff. So, which we'll be getting to shortly. But you just want to keep that moving around. You want to get used to moving that around, because when you make your roux, a roux is not something, follow me, a roux is not something that you can walk away from. A roux is something that has to be tended and nurtured very carefully. All right, we're going to go
like a child.
like a child. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that ought to do. I can always add. Here's a little secret. If you get to the other end of making this and you find that it's still a little too soupy, what you can do, now see, here's where we want to blend that in real nice. What you can do, if it's still too soupy, is you can take a handful of dried potato flake, instant potatoes, and you can throw a handful or 2 of that in and whisk it in, and then that will bring it to whatever thickness you desire.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You could forego the roux completely and just do that at the very end.
But you're trying to be fancy here.
Well, I'm
show off your skills.
Well, yeah, not only that, but I'm trying to show how really the old-fashioned way of doing it.
Right.
Now, some people don't bother with the roux or the flakes. They just want theirs to be really milky and thin. It's all a matter of preference. I like my chowders to be thick and creamy.
Yes.
Because that's a better mouthfeel. It's more comforting, I think. This is serious New England comfort food right here. This is super traditional.
Don't get more in New England.
Don't get no better than that right there. Yeah. We sure like it. We do. here in Franklin County.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, we want to add to that a pinch of salt and pepper.
S&P.
Away from me.
Oh. Okay.
And we want to add, I've got, what is it here? About 2 teaspoons of onion powder. And we want to work that into the roux. We do not put garlic in this.
No.
I'm going to tell you up front.
No garlic.
Garlic and milk is weird. No,
Bad. Bad combo.
I mean, if that's your trip and you like it, you go ahead and put garlic in your chowder.
That's sacrilegious.
But
I
really,
wouldn't.
not my bag.
No.
One of the other things that you can add to this, and I might, is a pinch of tarragon.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I'm wild.
You're a madman.
I know. I'm insane.
That's unheard of.
I'm going to do that. I just want to be different here. So I reach over to the great collection of spices that we have here.
Yes, our massive wall of
And I
spice.
grab a pinch.
Wait, I'm showing the spices.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right. Well,
okay.
Here's what a pinch looks like.
Okay, a pinch.
About like that, just a pinch. You don't want too
A
much.
literal pinch.
A pinch, well, pinch and a half. There we go.
Well, see, I know it's confusing.
Now I'm getting crazy, I know.
Okay.
But tarragon just adds that
Tarragony.
additional
Tarragony flavor.
It's a
Oh, it smells good.
it is a je ne sais quoi. It is a, I don't know what.
It's one of them Jenny Sequays there.
Yeah, that is there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're at that point.
Ah, lovely.
Doesn't that smell amazing?
Oh, I love it. Good stuff.
We need smell-o-vision.
Oh, no. No. Don't say that.
I'm just saying. God.
Adult-proof packaging.
Yes.
Evaporated milk. Not sweetened condensed. Like I used to think they were both the same. Silly me.
No, you want
Yes.
evaporated milk.
Yes.
That gives some creaminess to our chowder. Now, at this point, you can go ahead and grab the milk here. You grab the milk. Good.
How much milk you putting in there, Jim?
I'm putting in about, I don't know, about a half a gallon, roughly.
Half a gallon.
Well, give or take.
Give or take.
I'm putting the rest of this gallon in.
Well, I hope we have more than that.
Oh, we got a whole nother gallon in the
Okay.
fridge. We're good. Did I just say a whole nother?
Whole nother.
Oh, God, hit me.
It's
hate
like
that.
it's like saying more better. Yeah, that's more better. When are you gonna put the butter in? When does the butter go
Toward the end.
in? Ah, okay.
All right, so
corn.
what I've added here is a can of cream corn
Cream sour corn.
and a can of whole kernel
And
corn.
regular corn.
Now, if you really like your corn, you can put 2 cans of regular corn in, if you like. We have some freshly cut and chopped up parsley because color is important. One thing, now this is optional, I'm not going to do it with this one, but one thing I do sometimes is I'll take 1 carrot and shred it just for color. It adds a little sweetness to the flavor profile, but you can do it or not. That's an option, and if you want to go ahead and do that, you're welcome to go ahead. This is your stew.
It's yours. Do with it what you will.
This is your chowder.
Have fun. Be imaginative.
The dog just pulled up all this
That's what he does.
carpet. He's a madman.
Yes, we
All
have
right,
a dog.
another thing that I like to use, because I want a little extra bacon flavor, is this stuff. You can order this stuff online,
Amazing.
and it's really good for a little extra hammy, bacony flavor. And that's why I only added 1 pinch of salt, because this stuff's a little
Very
salty.
salty. Yeah, it's very salty.
A little salty.
Okay. You say it's a little. I say
a
it's
little,
very
a lot.
Okay, a little lot.
A little lot. All right. Now we drain the water off of our potatoes.
All right.
As much as we can.
All right.
And the taters go in the pot. I may want to put another can of corn in there.
No. No.
I don't know.
How dare you?
Look. That's,
Oh my gosh.
That's not a lot of corn. So we're going to add another can of corn to this.
Which means I have to go downstairs, right?
Down to the pantry. Yeah, I would say 2 of these. If you're making a pot this big, then you're going to want lots of corn. It is, after all, called what?
Corn chowder.
Corn chowder.
Or, as the New Englanders like to say,
Corn chowder.
corn chowder. Oh, yeah. See how I totally murdered
You
it?
slaughtered
Oh,
it.
God.
It's corn
Corn.
Chowder. Chowder.
All right, I'm going to go get your can downstairs. Be right back.
Oh,
And just like that.
just like that. And I'm not going to drain it either. I want that.
Why not, Jim?
Because I want that corn flavor
Okay.
that's in that liquid. That liquid is filled with nutrients from the corn, and I'm not going to waste it.
And corn flavor.
And corn flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, you can see right away all that corn floating around in there. That's what we were looking for, baby. Now, we're going to let this come up to a simmer. And for the next 45 minutes to an hour, we'll let... Up here.
I'm sorry. Hey, it's my first time shooting anything.
I know. It's fine. This is our first video.
Okay, we're back.
All right, where was I before the dog tried to get into stuff? We have a golden retriever who is a little mischievous.
This is our Jake. Hi,
Yep.
Jake. Yes.
He's generally a good boy,
Yeah.
but he gets into trouble.
He likes to eat paper.
God, I've got food
Hi,
stuff
baby.
all over the floor here.
Yep.
Okay, back to me.
Okay, back to you.
Okay, back to me.
Okay.
Now back to the horse. Now back to me. The reason why we put those liquids in, I do the same thing with chili too. I don't drain the beans or the corn or anything when I'm making chili. Beans in your chili! Trust me, it's amazing.
That's an upcoming episode.
Yes.
If people like us and they want us to continue.
Please do.
Yes.
Now we want to let this simmer for
Okay.
a while till the potatoes become soft, and then I'm going to add a knob of butter to this. And I get the feeling I'm going to need some of this. But the roux won't kind of activate until the liquid becomes hot enough to cause that expansion that happens with the flour that's in there. So we wait and see where we're at. And when we get to that point, then I make a decision about whether or not I want to use the potato flake. So in the meantime, we grab the lid. We reduce the heat down to about there, roughly. Down to a nice simmer, and we're going to let that percolate. Now, something you may, if you don't have it already, you might want to invest in. Looky here. Leave that off the burner for a minute. When you've got direct heat on your pan, working with cream-based things like this, you can scorch easy, but by having a wire, creating just that little bit of space between your pot and your burner, no longer a worry. Now, if you're working with gas, well, you just turn it down. But these burners can be finicky, so I like to use a wire under my pot to keep from scorching things. All right, we'll come back in a little bit, and I'll show you how we finish this up and serve it up. Okay, so it's been about an hour.
It smells so good.
I didn't have the heat up high enough. It took a little longer to tenderize these potatoes, but as you can see, they're just right now.
Perfect.
Yeah. Got a nice bit of, they're a little toothsome, which is good.
That's what you want.
And I added 2 handfuls of the potato powder, potato flakes, because it was a little runny. And something I noticed, and something you may notice when you make this, is that the celery leaf and the parsley will all kind of float to the top, and it'll look awful. It'll scare the hell out of you. But once you add that knob of butter and the potato flake and it thickens up, all of that will hold in suspension, and it won't all come to the top anymore. It'll all kind of distribute throughout the mixture. But look how creamy and nice that is.
Yum.
So
Dinner time.
let's plate some up. Slob. I'm a slob. I made a mess. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? What I like to do, and your mileage may vary, but I put this on a lot of my food, is a little pinch of green onion, like that.
You're weird.
You could put cheese, shredded cheese on this, which is outstanding. You could put more bacon crumble on top. You could dip a shoe in this, and it would be amazing. All right, let me get a spoon. I didn't have a spoon ready. All right.
First bite. First bite. Here we go.
It's ripping hot too. Let me get a good bite here.
Scalding in the mouth.
Is it hot? I don't know. It's hard to tell with a mouthful of seared flesh.
Right? How is it, Jim? Good? Yeah?
No, Magoo. You've done it again.
Very good.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Well, yeah, without the onions on top, but yeah.
Well, you don't like, I like the onions. You're going to put cheese on yours, I know you.
Maybe.
And I know the kids will just use the bread as a delivery vehicle. They're just going to dip their bread into it.
Yeah, I bought a nice crusty loaf of bread. We're going to cut up and have with some butter with our soup. So.
But yeah, this isn't hard to make.
Nope.
It's super satisfying, wicked good comfort food. And just an amazing Vermont dish that I want to share with the world because this is one of our favorites. And I hope you make this. I hope you enjoy it.
Let us know.
And let us know down in the comments. Okay. And
remember to like and subscribe.
That's right.
And hit that little bell for notifications.
Clang that bell icon.
Hit it on the head with a hammer.
Yes, whack it with a hammer.
Whack it, yes.
I'm gonna. Excuse me, I'm having a moment here.
Okay, say goodbye, Jim.
Goodbye, Jim.
And next time.
Next time on Let's Cook.
Yeah.
See you later. Bye.